say you and so you say you want it as bad as you want to breathe. Then it's showtime. It's examination time. It's time to get tested, to test your will, your endurance. It's time to test your heart, to test your limits. This is the part where you reinvent yourself.
Consistency. Consistency is so huge in you becoming who you want to become. There is no procrastination. That really doesn't exist. There is no lack of consistency. It really doesn't exist. The problem is those two components all start with you. Nobody wants to really tell the truth, but let's tell the truth. The only thing that's standing in between you and becoming the person that you want to become, the only thing standing in between you and your greater is you. You're the problem. You have to get out of your own way. And I don't just say this to speak. I say this because I've lived it. I know that I was the procrastinator. I was the person that would always use that as an excuse for not doing something now. I know that I had issues with consistency, whether it was working out, drinking water every day, making my bed, sticking to a business idea for an extended amount of time, whatever it was, I had that issue. And I know that there's people that can relate. You have to realize that you're the problem. There's no problems with your procrastination. There's no problems with your inconsistency. It's you. Once you can actually admit to yourself that I'm the problem, you'll really start to see a change, a little shift in the atmosphere of where you're trying to go. One thing that I can say has really showed and proved to be true is that the reason why we are not consistent at certain things and the reason why we might procrastinate a lot, it's because we have no urgency put on that thing that we're trying to do. Just like you can lack purpose in your life, you can lack purpose in what you're doing right now. I find that doing it now, do it in the now. Do it now. Do it afraid. Stop putting off things for tomorrow that need to get done today. Stop pushing yourself further and further away from the person that you're trying to become. Because it's you. You're the issue. I had an issue with so many different things. Procrastination, let's take it all the way back to school, right? I know that there's a test that I should have been studying for 2 months ago. But I'm going to study the night before because I just want to cram it in. You know what? My grade's going to show that. It shows when you procrastinate. It shows when you're inconsistent because things don't look as flawless as they're supposed to be. You don't get the same results that you want to get when you are not putting urgency and importance to the things that you want to do. In living this life of procrastination and lack of inconsistency, I have learned how to be the person I want to become. I have learned how to get rid of consistent issues and how to stop being the procrastinator. Step 1, decide. Decide today that you no longer want to be that person. I have to really wrap my mind, like, I don't like being behind. I don't like not being able to stick to one thing for an extended amount of time. That's not who I want to become. That's not who I am. Decide. Step 1. Step 2, start making a list of the importance of everything that you have to do. There's no more, oh, I'm not going to do that. Maybe later. No. Everything needs to get done in the now. But you just need to prioritize and place urgency on each thing that you need to do. Step 3, which also goes back to step 1. But step 3 has a lot to do with what we're doing overall. Realigning your mentality with reality. You have to change your mindset. There's no more can'ts, couldn't, shouldn't, maybe later, not today. You have to change your mentality in order to obtain the things that you want to. You are standing in the middle of you and your greater. You are standing in the middle of you and who you want to become. You are your biggest hindrance. Get out of your own way. Stop trying to make excuses for the things that are supposed to be important to you. You need to really start figuring out what it is that you want from life. What it is that you want to put your all into. That's the problem with our consistency. That's the problem with our procrastination. We don't want to go all in. You have to go all in. Or is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Everything that you put your hands to do, you need to do it with all your might. No more inconsistent problems. No more use of the word, I'm a procrastinator. I know, because I know personally. I do. But you gotta get rid of it. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I no longer want to be that person. I am greater than I am right now. There is a person that I'm aiming to become, and this doesn't tie into that person. So once you really understand that you can get rid of that part of your life, you can be consistent. You cannot be a procrastinator anymore, because that is not what's going to get you to where you were trying to go. This is consistency, guys. And you have the ability to go all in for anything that you want.